Welcome to CMBC's Fine Arts Department presentation of Who Stole Christmas. As with all of our productions, we ask that you take this time to silence your cell phones, and we ask you only exit the sanctuary during scene changes. Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you Who Stole Christmas.
CMBC family and guests, my name is Nellie Johnson. It is the Christmas season, and since I am known for being a pretty good storyteller, I have a Christmas story for you. This story is funny, but a bit sad at the same time. It's about my oldest boy, John, and his family. He has a wife named Anna and 3 little girls, 2 sweet little angels, and 1 sassy mouth little old thing. He thinks he's all that and a bowl of chitlins, but I see he ain't been able to produce me no grandson yet. Just them gimme little girls. But they just as cute as they can be. Oh, let me move on. Now last Christmas, Mr. Big Shot created a mess for himself. See, he done spoiled the little girls rotten to the core. Talking about he wants them to have it better than he did. Personally, I think he came out just fine, even though me and my husband, God rest his soul, didn't shower him with a whole bunch of stuff. All year long, Mr. Big Shot buys them kids this and buying them that, treating them to that. Then when Christmas comes around, the tree still has so many gifts under it that it looked like Toys R Us had exploded right there in his living room. With all the mess that was going on with the economy, he called me and told me he wished he had listened to me a while back when I told him he was gonna end up with them girls thinking they were gutrillionaires. Yeah, I said gutrillionaires. That's my word for filthy rich. Well, last year, that spoiling reared its ugly head, and Mr. Big Shot found himself trying to beat it back down.
What's up, girls?
Hey! How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Oh, I got your hug.
Man, this is gonna be the best Christmas ever.
I hope Santa Claus got my list early. He bet. I got an iPod and iPhone on my list.
Wow.
Okay. Top, bottom, and shoes.
You better work it out. Man, I got an Xbox, cell phone, laptop. Just a few things I'm expecting this Christmas. What about you, little bro?
I just need a car. Car. I haven't been like you in 6 years. Oh, boy, bringing up car for no 10-year-old. Yes, exactly. I tried to brush my teeth and take a bath at least once a week. My mom was the chores and I hope you know a lady across the street in June.
Boy, that is so
Yes.
Oh, he told you. What's up, Mr. John?
Hey,
Girls.
What do you got in that box?
see you have like decorations.
Probably some gifts. Oh, there's some gifts in that box.
Okay. Well, which one of you kids gonna help me with the decorations? But which one are you gonna help me with the decorations for?
I like that. I really do like that.
10 to 1?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess 5 of you, that's $10. That's $2 a piece. I think I can work that out.
What is that? And Mr. John, that's lunch money. We out here, man.
Hey, you gotta crack a hard bargain.
You like that? Merry Christmas.
Well, you know what? Since I can't do it myself, I guess we have to.
But Dad, you promised to put up the stockings last night. Said it's coming in 3 days here. 3 days, okay?
Well, if they come in 3 days, I guess I have 3 days to do it, am I right? Okay.
Daddy, you play too much. Show you.
Just like your mom.
We are a family, like a giant tree, reaching up to the sky. We are a family.
Now, you see what I mean? Everything comes down to money for these kids. They can't think about nothing else but themselves and what's in it for them. And the gadgets they asked for, the things they had on that list, my goodness, it sounded like the shopping list for one of NASA's space stations. And apparently the gifts cost just as much.
Whew. Oh, hey. Honey, have you seen that Christmas list?
Oh, yes, I have.
Ooh, these kids gonna tear our pockets up. This stuff is expensive.
Telling me. If you don't get anything for Christmas, they're going to be devastated.
iPad, iPhone, Xbox. I don't even know what an iPad is.
Right here. It's correct. They got one for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Woo!
That's a sale? I think so.
See the prices of this stuff? My goodness. This is ridiculous. You know what, dude? I'm gonna be honest with you. If we buy anything off this list of shit, we're gonna be flat broke. You understand what I'm saying?
No, but John, come on. You can't spoil the girls' Christmas.
Yeah, I know. But when has Christmas ever been about buying expensive gifts? You know what I'm saying? We was never growing up that way. We never grew up that way.
I know, but our kids are born into a new generation. And the old way of celebrating Christmas, it just doesn't appeal to them.
I guess you order some pizza or something?
No, I didn't.
Hey, well, you know what? You need to do some cooking around here or something. Oh, the sisters.
Hey, John.
Hey, girl.
What's that?
I'm right. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you.
I got to make some of that tonight.
Hey, man, y'all got to feed me, you know. So what's going on?
Just going over the Christmas list, trying to figure out how we're going to pay for all these gifts.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. What's the problem with kids these days?
You got money growing trees or something.
Tell me, an Xbox? Do you guys know how much that thing costs?
Girl, too much money.
I mean, who? If
Girl, I think they plan to grow on trees or something. It's hard enough to meet these bills each month. Rent and food alone takes up half our paycheck. The car payments, utility bills.
I got one to do that.
We have a problem.
Yes, we do. But can you give me a hand and tell me how can we fix this?
How we gonna fix it? What you mean how we gonna fix it? We just want to tell these youngins we cannot afford those types of gifts. I remember back in my day, we were lucky to get food on the table. So, again, explain to me why we have to explain our stuff to these kids.
Well, John, what are we gonna do?
Well, you know what? We gotta do something real fast. Because these children of ours, they have no mercy. They're trying to take all the money out of our pocket. So we have to do something. But you know what? I think I have an idea.
Tell me, brother, what's your idea?
Mr. Big Shot learned that all his neighbors were having problems affording all that stuff for their kids too. Now all of them got them big paying jobs, working for the government and such, but they spend it buying stuff, especially on them kids. None of them know what to do with their money. And I know John don't give nothing to the Lord, because the last time he even stepped in a church was at his daddy's funeral. I can't tell you how many conversations I have had with him about his salvation. Oh, let me move on. As I was saying, Mr. Big Shot and his neighbors just don't know what to do with all that money they made. Now look at it. The economy combined with their past spending habits made it so that they couldn't even afford Christmas gifts. Don't get me wrong, I like their little neighborhood. It reminds me of back when I was young. The neighbors and children come and go and visit one another as they please. Everybody is right friendly with one another. And it seems that John's house has become the meeting central for the parents and the kids. And my youngest daughter, Patricia, admires her big brother so much that she and her little hubby bought the house in the same neighborhood down on the corner. And her son, that precious little Anthony, is my heart. He just loves spending time with his grandma, and I love having him around. He keeps me entertained, and is such a little comedian. Why, just the other day, he was, oh, let me move on. Paul and Samuel, the boys that live right next door, are a couple of characters who are always in one thing or another. I mean, what kind of child comes up with an idea like breaking into somebody's house? I think the reason is their daddy is in Afghanistan, and their mama, Marcia, just got her hands full with the boys. She tries to make up for the daddy being gone by giving them material things. But, if you ask me, all she seems to be doing is making them kids greedy for more stuff.
I can't believe somebody stole our Christmas. I need to find out who it is. And now.
Yeah, I'm gonna find out who. Everybody's a suspect.
Even our parents.
Exactly.
But somebody must know something.
Yeah. Maybe a new kid will say.
Yeah. You know what? You're right. Hey, you, weirdo.
Weirdo.
My name ain't weirdo.
Okay, that was cute, Ricky.
Yeah.
How come you always smiling?
No special reason. Just smell because I'm happy.
What are you to be so happy about?
Didn't your Christmas presents go missing too? Yeah.
No, there weren't any to go missing.
No, Prince.
No,
Why you smiling then? Yeah.
I'm just smiling because